I indicated that as we start the new term of the sixth administration, the Gauteng provincial government is going to adopt a more proactive approach to dealing with local government, particularly to intervene decisively in municipalities where and when wrong things are happening in those municipalities. I particularly said the following: going forward, we are going to be more proactive and interventionist in order to improve oversight and support municipalities in the province. The cautious approach is not working because things are going wrong in both small and big municipalities, and residents are suffering. So this is what I said in the State of the Province address in July last year. Over the past 7 months since that first State of the Province address of the sixth administration, the Gauteng provincial government has been engaging with all municipalities proactively, and I want to emphasize proactively, on matters pertaining to sustainable service delivery, good governance, sound financial management, and institutional stability. A lot of this the MEC has been doing media briefings about, including that he has appointed a panel of experts that has been reviewing what needs to be done in every municipality. So there's been a very proactive, he has been to all municipalities. He has been writing to municipalities where there are allegations of corruption, getting them to account on those, but he has also been getting municipalities that have real institutional difficulties to take a specific course of action. And he's come to the Provincial Executive Council in every sitting to report to us on what's happening in that municipality, what we need to do in each of those municipalities. So this is something we've really been doing much more than we have done before. So in the city of Tshwane, it is clear that the deterioration has been rapid and evident in terms of the decline of that municipality. And to this effect, a number of reports have come to the fore. One of those reports is the Auditor General's reports, including the latest one, as well as the Gauteng City Region Observatory. The last report of the Gauteng City Region Observatory showed the decline of the city of Tshwane. And a number of interventions have followed. On the 6th of December, as a result of those, the Provincial Executive Council took a decision to institute Section 1391A intervention, again, which was announced by the MEC, and at that time misunderstood by many to be putting the municipality under administration. Section 1391A was about issuing clear directives to the municipality about what needs to be done to correct the flagrant disregard of both the Constitution and the law governing the operations of municipalities. And in this statement, we are going to outline some of those issues. So this was the first intervention, Section 1391A, to say the municipality needs to do certain things to correct those specific issues identified. The December intervention was preceded by the implementation of what is called support, Section 154 of the Constitution. This wasn't done just by the MEC, the current MEC, but by previous MECs, including MEC Paul Mashatile and MEC Uhuru Muilwa, who have communicated with the city of Tshwane on a number of occasions relating to where they were not conducting their affairs properly. It is clear to us as we speak today that the city is substantially failing to comply with the directives issued by the MEC, and the situation is getting worse every day. The provincial government has a constitutional responsibility and an obligation to the residents of the city of Tshwane to create stability and ascertain the continuity of service delivery in the city. That is our constitutional responsibility. As I promised, we will intervene decisively in any municipality when service delivery grinds to a halt and when this is clearly impacting on the well-being of residents. The provincial government is guided by the Constitution and various pieces of legislation, the Municipal Structures Act and the Municipal Systems Act, in the work we do, and this have to be enforced. And we particularly want to ensure that everything is done to address specific circumstances facing specific municipalities. Accordingly, the Gauteng Executive Council met yesterday afternoon on the 4th of March to assess developments in the city of Tshwane and to receive a report from the MEC on those directives that he issued in line with Section 1391A about what is it that the city has done to correct what we have identified as both systemic failure and the collapse of service delivery in the municipality. We took a decision out of that meeting to place the Tshwane Municipal Council, to dissolve the municipality and appoint an administrator until a new council is elected within 90 days. That's what the law says. That's what the Constitution says. So the first decision we are announcing to you is that we have decided to invoke Section 1391C. Having done all the other things we have done so far, we are taking this extraordinary measure to ensure that we correct the situation in the city, and we are invoking here Section 1391C of the Constitution of our Republic. This decision is informed by a number of issues: ongoing mismanagement in the city, firstly, flagrant disregard of the Municipal Finance Management Act, especially regarding procurement processes which have eroded good governance in the city, as can be evidenced by tender irregularities, particularly the Glad Africa and the recent Oregon tenders. Ongoing unauthorized, irregular, fruitless and wasteful expenditure flagged by the Auditor General, and it is clear that the city has been slow in effectively applying consequences to deal with matters raised by the Auditor General. As we speak now, the city is failing to spend grants, conditional grants, and therefore losing money back to National Treasury. And that money gets reallocated to other cities across the Republic. At the same time, the financial position of the city is deteriorating. The city is facing serious challenges regarding inability to pay its creditors, and also the revenue collection is facing a serious decline in the city. There are ongoing irregular appointments of senior managers. Some of this has been highlighted in the media, and this has been happening continuously in the city, and the city takes forever to try and correct where provincial government has pointed to the city that you are not following proper regulations and law in the appointment of senior managers in the city. What is also true is that this is the only municipality in Gauteng since 2016 where there have not been ward committees. Now, you would know that ward committees are not a choice. It's not something the city decides to have. They are mandated by this Municipal Structures Act. So the city of Tshwane for almost 4 years now has not even endeavored to put in place ward committees. These are some of the issues that not just this MEC has been writing to the city about, but the two previous MECs during the 5th administration since 2016 have been writing to the city about some of these issues. We also have, amongst the key pointers of service delivery failure, is that the supply of clean drinking water in the city is severely compromised, and refuse collection is at its worst in the city. Some of you may not know that the city of Tshwane contributes 9% to South Africa's GDP and 25% to Gauteng's gross regional product. So this is no small municipality. It has a budget of almost 39 billion rands. So if this is not another small municipality. If a metro grinds to a halt in the way that the city of Tshwane has done, This has a huge bearing on the economy of our provinces. As I say, 9% to the country's GDP is the contribution of Tshwane, and 25% to the province gross regional product. So this is a big municipality with a big budget, and currently this budget is not being spent, and some of the money is getting taken back by National Treasury. Across the city, in various communities, the complaint is very severe about the capacity of the city to respond to service delivery issues. So the municipality is currently incapable of carrying out its constitutional obligations. The municipality doesn't have a mayor as we speak, and there's no municipal manager. The council has failed to meet and consider matters that affect the functioning of the municipality and service delivery, including the matters that the MEC has referred to the municipality through the directive. So the directive, including those matters that the MEC has said the city must sit, have a meeting and consider correcting those issues. Those issues have not been corrected. So the MEC has sent several correspondence to the city, on some occasions even tried to meet with the parties in the city. Some parties come to those meetings and the others don't come to those meetings. So that's why we have the situation continuing as it is. So the Gauteng Executive Council came to the determination that the current situation in the municipality constitutes these exceptional circumstances that warrant an intervention cited in Section 1391C of the Constitution, which will lead to the dissolution of the municipality and the appointment of the administrator. I want to say that to you that we take note of the veiled threats that have been issued out there by a particular party, and that's the threat of court action. And we will not be blackmailed as the Gauteng provincial government into silence and into inaction. We want to warn political parties not to play political games with the lives of the residents of the city of Tshwane. You know, parties have been given a chance for a while to deal with the issues in the city, and we follow what the Constitution and law says. So we can't sit back and when residents are restless, and one of the fears I have as the Premier is that we have had in the week in the run-up to the State of the Province address, we had 18 protest action in the city of Tshwane, 18 of them, just in 1 week. And one thing that worries me a great deal is that we can have an outbreak of lawlessness and violence and looting in the city of Tshwane. And who will be blamed? It will be the provincial government. It's not going to be those parties that are playing games in the city. It's not going to be an administration that uses every opportunity to avoid complying with the directives that have been issued. I will be blamed as the Premier of the province if there's a breakdown there of law and order and people take the law into their own hands, because that city is not just leaderless, it is rudderless. As we speak now, it's not just there's no leadership, but there is no direction, there is no service delivery in the city of Tshwane. So the current uncertainty, instability, inaction, and collapse of service delivery must be confronted fearlessly and stopped in its track. And it doesn't matter what threats are issued about going to court. We're doing things believing that this course of action we are taking today will pass constitutional muster or legal muster. The people of Tshwane must come first, and that's what we are doing as the Gauteng provincial government, to take these drastic steps in the best interest of the people of Tshwane. As we speak from today, after having made this decision yesterday, we are taking all the necessary steps in line with the Constitution and the law to give effect to this intervention that we are announcing. Some of that includes writing letters to the relevant authorities. The MEC will write a letter to the Minister of COGTA. We will also write relevant letters to the NCOP in accordance with this regulated intervention. we are not just going to appoint the administrator as of one person. We will appoint the administrator, but a team of very proficient administrators in various areas of expertise, service delivery, finance, and sorting out all the things that have made it difficult for the city to spend the current grants. There are municipalities in Gauteng that don't have the grants that the metros have. They can only marvel. There are district municipalities and local municipalities that are looking for this local government money. But these grants, as you would know, are given only to the metros, such as the Urban Settlement Development Grant, which the city has lost over half a billion of that, more than 500 million of that. There are local municipalities and district municipalities in this province that would only want half of the money that the metros are having. Half of the money that the city is failing to spend. If that money was to go into the districts and the local municipalities in Gauteng, it would make a big difference. And at the moment, the city is having this money returned to National Treasury. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's really the briefing we want to give to you this morning. I have heard also constant reference and threats to MEC Maile about if he makes an intervention. There's no MEC in the Constitution who takes decisions on Section 139. It's the Provincial Executive Council. I saw that even yesterday by the leadership of a particular party threatening that they will take him to court. There's no MEC who institutes Section 139. The Constitution says the Provincial Executive Council makes those decisions. He implements our decisions. And we have made these decisions having assessed fully what their implications are and the need for action. And MEC Maile is going to implement these decisions. Thank you very much.